Hello students, welcome to the next session of our building design and drawing. Now in today's session we are going to see the classification of building. Now classification of building according to the NBC 2005. NBC means National Building Code, and National Building Code has classified the building in different types or in different groups. They have classified buildings in a 9 group, that is from group A, group B, group C, group D, then group E, F, G, H and I. Okay, there are total 9 groups according to the NBC means National Building Code 2005. Now we'll see one by one group. Now first group is your group A. Now group A is your residential building. Okay. Now before starting the classification, generally we classify the building in two types. Okay. Now which two types? First one is your residential building and second one is your public building. Okay. Now in public building there are different types, right? Now mainly we are classified the buildings in a two types, that is a residential building and second one is your public building. Okay. And according to NBC the buildings are classified in 9 different groups. Okay. Now according to NBC we are going to see the different types of buildings, that is group A is residential building and rest all buildings are your public buildings. Okay. But they have classified in different groups. Now group A is your residential building. Now these buildings shall include any building or a part of building in which sleeping accommodation is provided for a normal residential purpose with or without cooking or dining or both facilities, except any building classified in a group number C. I have written here except any building classified in under group C. Now we are going to see also group C. Now what are the buildings come under group C that are not coming under group A? Okay, though maybe there is a same function in a group C, means what is the purpose of residential building? It provides the sleeping accommodation and which provides for a normal residential purpose. Okay, sleeping accommodation for a normal residential purpose, and that sleeping accommodation is with or without cooking arrangement. You can make a cook there, or there will not be any cooking arrangement or dining. Okay, but in group C there are some types of buildings, there is also sleeping accommodation and cooking or without cooking accommodation, but these buildings are not coming under group A. Okay, now we'll see in group number C what are those buildings, right? Now residential types of buildings further subdivided. See the examples: lodging or rooming houses. Okay, now one or two family private dwellings. Okay, you can say it is as a bungalows, twin bungalows, right? Then dormitories, you know what is meant by dormitory means vasti grow. Then apartment houses, okay, you can say flats where there is a residence. Then hotels, right? Now in hotel also there is a sleeping accommodation and also food or dining accommodation, right? So these are the different types of a residential buildings. Okay, lodging, then private dwelling, then dormitories, apartment houses and hotels. Okay, now we'll see next is your group B, educational building. Now we have seen residential building, now we'll see group B, educational building. Now this shall include any building or a part of building used for a school, then colleges or daycare, school, then colleges or daycare units, involving assembly halls for instructions and education or recreation, and which is not covered under group D. The buildings which are covered in group D are not come under educational building, right? Now see again what is meant by educational building. Educational buildings are those buildings where the facilities of a education is given. Okay, facilities of education is given. Now where is the education is given? In schools, then in colleges and in daycare units. Daycare units means what? Where you can keep your children for a day to take care of them. In metro city, what happen? Both the parents, mother and father of the child, both are working. Okay, so they don't have time to take care in a daytime for their children. Okay, so they keep their child in a daycare unit for a working hours. Okay, now where the in daycare units there is also education is provided to the your child. So this is the daycare unit. I will repeat again, where the educational facilities like a study, okay, then instructions of education, recreations are given. Those buildings are called as educational buildings. Okay, now assembly halls for instruction and education. There are many assembly halls. Assembly halls have different use. Okay, now if your assembly hall is only used for a purpose of instructions and education, then that assembly hall is come under your educational building. Otherwise, it will not come under educational building. It goes under group D. Okay, we'll see what is in group D later. Now this is the educational building. Okay, now we'll see group C, that is institutional building. Okay, now this is your group C. Now this shall include any building or a part of building which is used for a purpose such as a medical or other treatment or care of person suffering from physical or mental illness. I will repeat again. These are any buildings or a part of buildings where the purpose the purpose of this building is such as a medical, then other treatments or care of person. Now, which type of care? That may be your medical care, any treatment of person, then suffering from physical or mental illness, then diseases or infirmity, then care of infants, right? अपत्य जे असतील तुमचे त्यांचे इन्फॅन्ट्स म्हणजे जे अनाथ झालेली मुलं असतील त्यांची केअर घेणं. ओके, नाव एज्ड पर्सन. ओके, now these all these comes under your institutional buildings. Okay, now institutional buildings ordinarily provide sleeping accommodation for the occupants. Okay, institutional buildings are further subdivided as a following. Okay, see here, this is our group C, and here in group A we have mentioned except buildings classified under group C. Now see here, hospital in group C, what happened? There are also your residential facilities are provided, means sleeping accommodation and dining and food cooking arrangement is provided in institutional buildings, right, for your caring of person. But these facilities, though it is provided in this building, but these are not come under residential building. Okay, in residential building we will not take care of a medical facilities, then suffering persons for physical and mental illness, right? These are only residential buildings are only for a accommodation purpose, that is sleeping accommodation and food or cooking purpose, right? But in this building there is also accommodation is provided, sleeping accommodation is provided, either food is provided, then cooking arrangement is provided, as well as the care of person is taken in this building. Okay, these are called as the institutional buildings. Now what are these types of buildings? Okay, then hospital and sanatoria, this is your first. Then custodial institution. Custodial institution means the thieves are go under custody, right? चोर वगैरे जे असतात त्यांना कस्टडीमध्ये ठेवले जातात, तिथे सुद्धा त्यांची राहायची आणि खायची सोय असते, राईट? सो दी कस्टडियल इन्स्टिट्यूशन also come under institutional building. Then penal and mental institutional. Okay, so these are the types of institutional buildings. Now we'll go for the group number D. Okay, now here before going to group number D, I have written here in group number B, assembly halls for instruction and education not covered by group number D, those are come under educational building. Now which assembly halls are covered in the group number D? We will see here, right? Now group number D is your assembly building, right? Now what is in the assembly building, we will see. This shall include any building or a part of building where group of people gathered for amusement. Okay, these are building or any part of building where group of people gathered for amusement purpose. Okay, then recreational purpose, then social purpose, religious purpose, then patriotic or civil, travel and similar purpose. Okay, patriotic means युअर राष्ट्रीय राष्ट्रभक्ती जी असते तुमची त्याच्यासाठी एकत्र येणे. ओके, अशा बिल्डिंग ज्याच्यासाठी लोक एकत्र येतात फॉर ए amusement or a for a typical reason, that may be your recreational, then social, then religious, then patriotic, civil reason, then travel or similar type of purposes. Okay, now for example we will see for assembly building is your first your theater and motion picture houses. Okay, now assembly halls and auditorium. Now see here are also assembly hall, but in this assembly hall only people gathered for a amusement purpose, not for a education purpose. Okay, if the people gathered for a educational purpose in assembly hall, then that assembly hall goes under group number B, that is educational building. Clear? Now here assembly hall and auditorium, then exhibition hall and museums, then skating rings and gymnasium. Okay, for that purpose also people gathered. Then restaurants. Okay, then dance halls, then clubhouses, then passenger stations and terminals. Terminals of a air, right? Means airport where the people get gathered. So these are assembly buildings. Now we will see next group, that is group number E, business buildings. Okay. Now what is meant by business building? These are the any buildings or a part of building which is used for a transaction of business. Okay. Transaction of business means the buildings which are related to your money. That is transaction of business. Now these buildings which is not covered in a group number F. We will see group number F later, right? Next is your group number F, right? Now these buildings where the transactions are done for a business for keeping the accounts and records and for a similar purpose. Okay. Now professional establishment services facilities are also provided. These types of some business buildings is your town hall where the business is done, then courthouses, then libraries shall be classified also in this group. Okay, and apart of this there are some other business buildings like offices and banks where the transaction is done. Then professional establishment offices. Now what is meant by professional establishment offices? It's like a architectural office, then engineers office, then doctors office, then lawyers office, etc. These are professional establishment offices, right? Now next one is your laboratories, then research and test houses where also business is taken. So these are also come under your business building. And last one is your computer installation. Okay, so these buildings are come under your business buildings. Now next one is your group number F, mercantile building. Okay, now what is meant by mercantile building? Now these buildings or any part of building which are used as a shop, then stores, then market. Okay, see here shops, then stores, then markets. For that purpose we are going to use the any building part of any building or a whole building. That building is called as a mercantile building. Now what is meant by mercantile building is exactly it is for the display and sale of merchandise, either wholesale or retail. Okay, in market we are displaying some product or sale. Okay, the merchandise come under that selling is as either wholesale or retail. All that buildings come under your mercantile building. Okay, here also business is taken, right? But these buildings are not come under your business type of buildings. These are just only mercantile buildings. Clear? Now next group is our industrial building. Okay, now this shall include any building or a part of a building or a structure of a building in which product or materials of a all kinds, I will repeat, products or a materials of a all kinds and properties are fabricated, then assembled or manufactured or processed. See here, any product or a material of any kind, okay, that may be fabricated or assembled or manufactured, or the process is done on that material, okay, that part of building or that building is called as a industrial building. Clear? For example, assembly plant, right? Then laboratories, then dry cleaning plant, then power plant, then pumping stations, then smoke houses, okay, then laundries, then gas plant, dairies, sawmills. All these are types of industrial buildings. Okay. Now industrial buildings are further divided in three types. Okay. Now which are those types? First one is your low hazardous building. Second one is your moderate hazardous building, and third one is your high hazardous building. Now depending on your type of industrial building, what is the risk in that building, depending on that risk and hazardous condition the building is classified, means low hazardous, moderate hazardous or high hazardous, the impact of that building. Okay, so whatever I told the example of industrial building, that are again classified in these three types. Okay, now next one is your Group H is your storage building. Now, what is meant by storage building? This shall include any building or a part of building which is used primary for a storage purpose or sheltering of a goods and wares. For storing of a goods, wares, or for the sheltering of goods and wares, there are some buildings or a parts of building that's come under your storage type of buildings. Okay, godowns, you can say godowns, right, where you can keep your cement bags, right, that is also come under your storage type of building. And last building is your hazardous building. Now this shall include any building or a part of building which is used for handling or manufacturing or storing purpose of a highly combustible material. See here, hazardous building means any building or a part of building where the storage of a highly combustible material or handling of that material or manufacturing or processing of that material is done. Which material? The material which is highly combustible material. For example, petrol, okay, which is highly combustible material, means gas. Gas is also highly combustible materials, right? Petrol, gas, kerosene, these are highly combustible materials. Then also detonators, right? These materials are generally used for a various purpose, and for storing that material you have to keep one building which is safe, right? And that building is called as a hazardous building. Okay, I will repeat again. These are the buildings or any type of buildings where the storage, then handling and manufacturing or processing of highly combustible material or a explosive material or a product, right? And with this I will stop here. I have completed the types of building according to the NBC 2005. Okay, thank you.